Making money is a skill. Keeping it takes discipline. And growing it into something bigger is an art. People spend their entire lives chasing money without ever really understanding what it is. They treat it like luck, like fate, like something reserved only for the chosen ones. But money has no emotions, no bias, no favorites. Money moves towards those who respect it, those who play by its rules, those who are disciplined enough to keep it, and those who are sharp enough to grow it. Wealth is not a miracle. It is not an accident. It is not some secret that the universe randomly sprinkles on a select few. Wealth is a game. Like any game, there are rules, strategies, and levels. And if you want to win, you don't complain about the game. You don't stand on the sidelines waiting for your turn. You don't curse those who play it better than you. You study it, you practice it, you master it. The first stage is learning how to make money. Making money is not about luck. It is about skill. People like to believe it is about being born in the right family, in the right city, with the right connections. And yes, that can help, but it is never the whole story. Look around at the world. There are people who started with nothing and built everything. There are people who started with everything and lost it all. That should tell you something. Making money is about recognizing opportunities and creating value. It is about being hungry enough to try, bold enough to fail, and disciplined enough to get back up. Every dollar you earn comes from solving a problem, creating something people need, or positioning yourself where the flow of money already exists. Skill is not learned overnight. You cannot expect to jump from zero to riches without putting in the hours, the sweat, the losses, the learning. Skill is built in silence. Skill is built in rejection. Skill is built in the grind that nobody applauds. But making money is just the beginning. If you can make money but you cannot keep it, then you are not wealthy. You are just lucky. And luck runs out. Keeping money takes discipline. Discipline means you control your money, not the other way around. Too many people get a little taste of money and they burn it fast, chasing appearances, chasing validation, chasing a lifestyle they have not earned. They want to look rich instead of being rich. That is why so many people die broke after a life of paychecks. They never learn the discipline of keeping. Keeping money means saying no when the world tempts you to say yes. Keeping money means cutting out the noise, ignoring the unnecessary and focusing on the essentials. It is not glamorous. Nobody applauds when you refuse to waste money on things that don't matter. Nobody celebrates your budget or your savings. But discipline is silent power. It is the foundation. Without it, nothing lasts. And then comes the highest level, growing money into something bigger. This is where the art begins. Art is not mechanical. It is not about following a script. It is about vision, creativity, and patience. Growing money means understanding investments, opportunities, risks, and timing. It means planting seeds today that will grow into forests tomorrow. It means building systems that generate wealth even while you sleep. But art requires patience. The impatient person cannot grow money because they want quick results. They want instant gratification. They want to double their wealth in days, and in doing so, they lose everything. The true artist of wealth understands that growth is slow, steady, and compounding. One small decision repeated daily builds into something extraordinary. Growth is about leverage, using money not as a trophy but as a tool. Every dollar you grow is a soldier working for you, multiplying your strength, building your future. Now here is the truth most people do not want to hear. Money is a mirror of who you are. If you are careless, money will slip through your hands. If you are disciplined, money will stay and grow. If you are fearful, money will hide from you because you will never risk enough to gain. If you are greedy, money will punish you because you will chase shadows instead of substance. Wealth does not change people. It reveals them. If you are weak without money, you will be weaker with it. If you are strong without money, you will be stronger with it. That is why you must sharpen your mind before you sharpen your wallet. Wealth is a game, but most people are not even on the field. They are in the stands, watching, complaining, blaming. They look at those who win and say it must be corruption. It must be luck. It must be privilege. They never stop to think that maybe it was preparation, discipline, and sacrifice. The truth is uncomfortable because it demands responsibility. It demands that you look in the mirror and admit that where you are is the result of your own choices. Yes, life is unfair. Yes, some people start ahead. Yes, some obstacles are bigger than others. But fairness is not the rule of life, survival is. And in survival, the one who adapts, learns, and disciplines himself will rise. You must learn the rules of money if you want to win. The first rule, respect money. Never waste it, never misuse it, never treat it like a toy. Money is energy. If you respect it, it respects you. The second rule, focus. You cannot chase every shiny object, every new idea, every distraction. Focus builds mastery, and mastery brings money. The third rule, patience. Nothing great comes fast. Overnight success is a lie sold to the impatient. The fourth rule, discipline. Without discipline, every gain is temporary. With discipline, even small gains become massive. The fifth rule, growth. Always think beyond today. Always ask how this dollar can multiply, how this effort can scale, how this decision can compound. These are not tricks, these are timeless truths. But let us go deeper. Why do most people fail in this game? Because they are emotionally weak. They cannot handle failure, so they quit. They cannot handle success, so they blow it. They cannot handle patience, so they rush. They cannot handle comparison, so they envy. Money requires emotional strength. You cannot chase validation from others and win with money. If your identity depends on showing off, you will never have true wealth. If your worth is measured by cars, clothes, or status, you are already bankrupt. Even if your bank account looks full, true wealth is invisible. It is peace of mind. It is freedom. It is control over your own time. Making, keeping, and growing money is not just about finance. It is about character. To play the game well, you must sharpen yourself. That means sharpening your mind with knowledge. Reading, studying, learning from those ahead of you. That means sharpening your body with discipline. Because laziness in body leads to laziness in life. That means sharpening your habits. Every habit is either a chain pulling you down or a ladder pulling you up. And most importantly, sharpening your patience. Because the world will test you with delays, with obstacles, with silence. Those who wait and stay consistent are the ones who see the harvest. Now let's talk about the deeper side of money. Why do you even want it? If your only reason for wanting money is to show off, you will never find peace. Money is not the end, it is the tool. It buys you time, freedom, choice, and the ability to impact others. The richest man in the world without inner peace is still poor. The man with enough money to live free, with joy in his heart and love in his home, is wealthy beyond measure. That is why money without wisdom is dangerous. Many win the game of making money but lose the game of living life. Do not fall into that trap. Discipline is the bridge between money and meaning. It keeps you grounded when you rise. It keeps you focused when distractions come. It reminds you that wealth is not just about stacking numbers, but about building a life that matters. Discipline is not punishment. Discipline is freedom. It is saying no to what doesn't matter so you can say yes to what does. Without discipline, money becomes your master. With discipline, money becomes your servant. The art of growing money is also the art of growing yourself, because you cannot grow wealth bigger than your mindset. If your mind is small, your wealth will shrink to match it. If your vision is limited, your wealth will never expand. Growth requires vision. It requires seeing beyond the present. It requires daring to dream bigger while working harder. It requires being surrounded by people who challenge you, not those who drain you. Collaboration at the top matters more than competition at the bottom. At the bottom, people fight over crumbs. At the top, people build tables. If you want to grow, you must rise above envy and step into collaboration. That is how empires are built. So here is the raw truth. Winning with money is winning with life. Because the same principles apply. Discipline, patience, focus, vision, resilience. Life will test you with the same lessons money tests you with. You will be tempted to quit, to spend, to waste, to envy, to rush. But those who rise are those who stay consistent. Wealth is not about a lucky break. It is about daily choices, compounded over time, guided by discipline, fueled by vision, sharpened by patience. Most people will never read this far. Most people will quit halfway, just as they quit halfway in life. But if you are still here, understand this. You are capable of mastering the game. You do not need to be the smartest, the fastest, the most talented. You just need to be the most disciplined, the most consistent, the most patient. The world bends to those who refuse to break. Money is a skill, learn it. Money is discipline, master it. Money is an art, practice it. Wealth is not luck, it is a game. Play it with focus, patience, and vision. And when you win, remember, true wealth is not in your bank. It is in your heart, your mind, your freedom, and the legacy you leave behind. Like, share, and subscribe.